Look, we've seen you get it going a couple of times here in this playoffs, but with Chris out, just what was your mindset of being in attack mode, but also reading what the defense was giving you tonight?
Just understanding that, I'm going to have more on-ball responsibility, so still trying to find that balance of being aggressive and making sure everybody's involved, making sure KD's getting his touches, allowing him to be aggressive in space. I know it's going to be a faster tempo game with Campaign out there, and I think he started off the game with a full court layup, then a kick ahead to JL for an easy layup. Those are important plays for our team.
How are you feeling physically? Because you're logging heavy minutes, you're playing both ends of the court, and like you said, it was an up-tempo game tonight.
I feel so good. Blessed to be out here.
Book, when they came out with their changes to start the second half, how did you and Kevin try to stick with what was working, even with 2 and 3 coming at you?
I invite that. That's my favorite brand of basketball, when they double him and I get to be on the backside and just make a quick decision. So, it's just reading it. They switch it up a lot. They put Jokic on a guard sometimes. I think that's an adjustment that they made also. So just trying to read it. We've been in practice and we try to have an answer for every adjustment that they make, and it's just getting into it quicker. I think we can do better moving forward.
TJ got one in the corner, didn't go down. He found the ball right again and made the next one, just to go back to trust and how you guys have that let it fly mentality through the season, right?
Yeah. And we have a long-standing relationship, so, I believe in Tony to the fullest. That's actually what I was yelling at him after he made the second shot. And then I went back to him a third time, and he was able to get the floater too. So, if teams are playing those defense or they double KD, the next man rotates to me, it's going to leave somebody wide open. So just knocking it down with confidence, trying to give confidence to everybody on the team.
Would you yell exactly at him?
I can't say that, but I believe in you. That's what I said. Yeah, there's a couple bleeps.
Devin, obviously, you talked about in previous games setting the tone. How important was that for you to do that, because you had 18 points in the first quarter?
Yeah, just trying to be aggressive, being ultra aggressive. I understand that opens things up for my teammates when I play that way. And at the same time, just taking what the defense gives me. A lot of it was in transition, block shots, rebounds, and then just taking off. And KD draws so much attention and left me wide open for a couple threes and, just getting easy ones. Jock ran the full court and sealed somebody in the middle, which opened up a layup for me. So, the guys around me are making it easier for me.
The other thing I had was they went up 3 in the third, and you guys went on a 14-0 run and started late in the third, and then it continued in the fourth. And during that stretch, it was obviously getting stops. But what do you feel like you guys were getting on the offensive end to extend that lead?
I definitely got to look at it. We came out of halftime poor. I think we were too complacent, got comfortable, and, I know that's something Coach is going to be stressing in practice tomorrow. And, as a unit, we understand what we did, and, we just have to come with the put them away mindset. If we're up 15-16 at half, we know they're not going to roll over, but, we just have to come out better than that.
Book, obviously, DA kind of had a tough night tonight. As a leader and somebody who's kind of like, what do you tell him? Because obviously you're going to need him in the coming games.
That's life. We've been around, long enough to understand every night's not going to be your night. It's just doing other things to make up for it. If you make a shot, miss a layup, you don't know what's going to happen there, but energy and effort always has to be high, especially around this time. You can't get, flustered. You can't get in your own head, and I could see that a little bit with him today. So it's my job to just pump him up. It's the next possession. Who cares how you play? All it comes down to is if you win or loss around this time of year.
You mentioned the other night, embrace the challenge, make sure you have fun. What do you enjoy about the pressure of these kind of situations?
It's all I know. This is all I've dreamed of as a kid. I've dedicated a lot of my life. I moved away from my family when I was young to, pursue being in these moments. and just the people that came before me, man. Like, you know, my dad played, and just being a fan of the game, you know, it was my way through life. So, you know, it's not time to fold up now.
Devin, what can you say about the team defense? So Monty played guys who are known more for offense, but you guys held them to like 43% shooting, limited their effectiveness at the three-point line. What can you say about the team defense tonight?
I mean, that's important. You know, a few of the guys you're talking about haven't played this whole series or last series. So, you know, big shout out to them for being ready. T. Ross, TJ, you know, come in, don't know when they're going to play. And, you know, that's a tough assignment. You're thrown into, you know, down 0-2, playoff game, you know, high intensity, and you're just thrown into the fire. So big ups to them, but, you know, just communication trumps everything. You know, talking to each other out there, you know, if you get quiet, you know, that's kind of where you get lost.
Nick? But kind of speaking to that, the last 5 minutes, the lineup you guys had, are you kind of aware, looking around like, oh, this is a different look for us to close a game?
Not really. You know, as a coach, I always tell coach, you know, I can never coach. It has to be the hardest job because you just don't know, and you have to take chances, and you have to just believe in, you know, what you have. You know, so that's kind of my mentality when I'm out there too. Like, whatever we got out here, let's do it. And like I said earlier, just talking to each other. You know, communication trumps everything, and you know, tomorrow is when we get to settle it all in, see what actually went down, and, you know, make adjustments from there.
3 more, Vince, staying up.
Devin, coming into the night, down 0-2, no CP, this could be a very, like, stressful and overwhelming situation, potentially. What makes you embrace this and relish this?
Man, life's stressful. Like I said, you know, people asked me after last game, like, there's going to be a lot of your plate moving forward, and, you know, that's what it is. So just seeing it for what it is, and, you know, just enjoying every moment. Playoff basketball is serious, man. You feel that energy, you feel the adrenaline. I'm sure you guys feel it just being in the arena. So there's nothing like it.
Yeah, you guys were really efficient in the fast break points and more than double Nuggets. Can you talk about Jock's contribution with those defensive rebounds and getting out and running in pace?
Yeah, I mean, he's a playmaker too. That's a tough assignment he has down there fighting with Jokic, and, you know, the times they don't score, to be able to get the ball and outlet it, you know, as soon as possible is a skill for a big. I think you've seen Kevin Love has been having success with it with Miami now. Those plays are very underrated, to be able to get a rebound and get it out for your teammate that quick, and then sprint the floor after that. So you're asking him to do a lot, and, you know, he's built for it.
Last one.
Devin, your only 2 free throws come from the last minute or so. You only missed 5 shots, but there's no free throws throughout the game. And towards the end, there was a timeout when you hold up a 0 sign, kind of towards the crowd. I just want to know what you make of that.
That's a great question. I have no answer. Appreciate you guys.